Previously on Lost.
These three little words are familiar to every Lost viewer, as they are heard at the beginning of brief recaps that play at the start of many episodes. The voice behind those words is Lloyd Braun, the man who commissioned Lost and without whom the show would never have existed. His identity, however, was supposed to remain a secret. So how was it eventually revealed? The identity of this voice was a small but lingering mystery in the growing fan community. It was apparently so interesting that it was even brought up in the February 13th, 2006 edition of the official Lost podcast, where it was addressed by the showrunners Damon Lindelof and Carlton Cuse. They were, however, not willing to reveal this secret.
All right, this is a very long-winded but very simple question, Carlton, and I'll preface it by saying do not reveal the true the true person behind this question, but this is just asking for a confirmation or denial.
Okay.
So this is from Iliangon, Eliangon. First off, huge Lost fan since Walkabout. I have this bet with my roommates. Every week we get scenes from prior episodes. The first thing the voice says is, previously on Lost. Well, I have been vehemently claiming that the guy who says previously on Lost sounds a lot like Tim Daly from Wings fame. I have to know if it is Tim Daly's voice every week. Each and every week, my friends and I watch the episode to debate the minor details and major plot points, but still every conversation ends with me proclaiming that Tim Daly is the first voice heard every week. Please, I need some closure on this. Any help at all would be greatly appreciated.
Well, Iliangon, the answer is no, it is not Tim Daly.
Thank you, Carlton.
And
now you don't have to be so vehement. You don't have to be so vehement.
And it's not me, and it's but the mystery. It is a mystery. It is a mystery person who does that voice.
It is a mystery person.
It wasn't until 2010 when Lloyd Braun himself went on record in an interview with Vulture, where he confirmed that it was actually him, and where he told the story of how this voice cameo came to be. In the same interview, he also mistakenly credited his former client, Howard Stern, as the person who had revealed this secret. He also mistakenly thought that it was a secret for several years. So, what really did happen? On May 2nd, 2006, journalist and author Bill Carter published his book, Desperate Networks, in which he covered the TV landscape at the time, including some chapters about Lost. One anecdote covered in the book is an email sent by Tom Sherman to Lloyd Braun, in which Sherman suspects Braun to be the voice behind the previously on Lost message. Carter himself never outright confirmed that it was Braun, and wondered why the creators of the show would risk the wrath of Bob Iger by giving Braun this tribute, as Iger and Braun weren't exactly on the best of terms. But Carter's book also made the rounds in the industry as an early review copy. Joseph Adelian, a reporter for Variety, also got his hands on the book and published some notes from the book on March 23, 2006. Adelian, however, twisted Carter's words somewhat and turned Braun's cameo into an intentional dig at Iger. A few weeks later, on May 1, 2006, J.J. Abrams appeared as a guest on The Howard Stern Show, where he addressed the situation, confirming that it was actually Braun, but also vehemently denying that the voice cameo was supposed to be an attack on Iger.
He left ABC, and so we thought, look, it was his inspiration.
Right.
So we had him come and do the thing at the beginning where it says, previously on Lost.
Right. That's Lloyd.
Yeah, and we pitched his voice down a little bit so it didn't sound, And then it came out in some article that it was like a slam against Bob Iger, where all it was like a little gift to him to say,
right.
Look,
This appearance ultimately led to Braun, years later, assuming that it was Stern who had figured it out, when it was actually Abrams who had told Stern. Credit should then be given to Bill Carter, who had set these events in motion as he did the research for his book. But the true answer to who revealed Braun's identity as the voice of previously on Lost lies somewhere else. In reality, it was not Stern. It was not Abrams. It was not Adelian, and neither was it Sherman or Carter. It was a fanforum.com member by the name of Tony5870 who revealed it on May 16, 2005. His post, however, didn't receive any attention and vanished into obscurity.